Google lets e-commerce stores modify and change their product listing ads on the free Google Shopping. This has been a topic I've been covering extensively over the last couple months since Google has been coming to the throne to go after Amazon's jugular. With the new product listings, if you have Merchant Center set up, you don't have to do too much else. Google gets all that relevant information from your Merchant Center and your products can show up on Google for the rich snippet features. All the photos, reviews, all that cool stuff you get if you're doing a Google Shopping campaign. But with product listing ads, it's important to consider not your entire product catalog is going to be in your Merchant Center. Sometimes you're only advertising a small section of your catalog and you have other segments of your site that are still going to come up on search. So Google robots are going to crawl your site and they're going to show the most relevant product listing ads for what's available on your website, whether you want to or not. Now, Google is taking into consideration your Merchant Center, and if you have product schema from schema.org on your website too. Sometimes you might have some products that are competing against different catalogs. Maybe something's going out of season. Maybe you don't even want to promote something as much because you're wholesaling it out and you don't want to piss off your wholesalers. So Google is going to offer you 4 options in order to remove this from your product listing catalog. And I'm going to show you a couple of those right now. All right, so the geeky explanation is Google has a thing called a robots meta tag. We add this to web pages that we want to block. So for instance, we can use this robots meta tag that says meta name robots content no index. You would add this to a page that you don't want to appear on Google. And I'll just show you a couple of examples that you can use to prevent your retail catalog from appearing on Google if you don't want it to. The first option is going to be the meta name robots content no snippet. This will prevent your products from appearing in Google completely. The next option is going to be the max character length snippet. You can modify the length and display how many characters you want in Google search. If you have beautiful products, you can set the preview to none, standard, or large, so customers can see your images in Google search the way they're intended to be seen. And finally, you may want to exclude certain sections of your website, such as price, availability, and ratings, to not be included in the snippet. So now you have the tools and what it takes to do your product listing catalog and also understand how you can evaluate what products you want to list in Google in order to come up for those search features. If you are going to do this, it's relatively easy to implement, but you are going to have to work in concert with a developer. And remember, even though you put something on your website and you think it's going to work, you're going to have to check it and crawl it and review it often because, believe it or not, a developer might go in there and dial back the clock on your website, and all the modifications and changes you've done are going to drop off. So it's important to be cognitive of this to keep your results as pristine as possible. It might also be valuable to export all of your products and put them into a spreadsheet so you can see what's in your Merchant Center, what's going to appear in Google search without any sort of modifications or blocks, and keep track of any sort of modifications. You're going to need a measurement plan for your SEO, and in this case, you need a measurement plan to keep track of your catalog and what you want to block in your robots files and what you don't. If you don't get any of this, you probably don't need to use it on your e-commerce store, but this is valuable if you have tons and tons of products and you have a very big, robust store. It's important that you have the processes in place in order to give the best rich experience on Google search. If you're still confused, drop me a comment here below. I'll be happy to answer your questions. Thanks for watching. Now, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Every day I'm publishing videos on growth hacking, digital marketing, how to be a successful entrepreneur. I really want to enable you to become a decision maker in your own business in the future of work. So if you want to come along with me on this journey, hit subscribe, hit notifications, and I'll talk to you real soon.